Hey guys, and welcome to today's first impressions video. Today we're looking at Succubus, which is a first person and third person RPG. It does deal with very adult themes, although they seem to have not included those adult themes as much as what you would expect. But we'll get into that when we get into the options. Also, it does come with a free DLC on day one, which is interesting. This did come out today. It's a very bloody expedition of hell. It reminds me a lot of Dante's Inferno, which was a game that came out on the PS2 years ago. Only difference is that was obviously following Dante, whereas this you are following the Succubi, who is the queen of hell but is being usurped, I think. I don't know. You go through stages and you kill enemies, go against a boss, and make yourself more powerful as you go along. We'll look at the options and then we'll get into some gameplay because I don't really want this game being this video being taken down. So we're going to be very, very dicey with it, and I'm going to try and explain as best I can without showing you too much of the gameplay for reasons that you'll see. Options wise, it's actually very good. When I say that it doesn't really deal with adult themes like you'd think, censorship is on by default and I haven't worked out how to turn it off. Now, I'm not a perv, but the main reason why I want to turn it off is because the censorship is very, very in your face and it kind of ruins the feel of the game. Whilst I appreciate the censorship is on and it 100% should be, I don't understand why I can't turn it off. If I'm doing something stupid or if I've got to play through it first before I can turn it off or something like that, I don't know. But it ruins the immersion and the feel of the game, in my opinion. Then you can have damage points on, show armor, helmet, HUD, subtitles, etc. All of that. You can reset progress if you so desire, but we're not going to be doing that today. Graphics, you have full screen windowed, which is nice. If you put it in full screen window, it defaults to your resolution. You can have VSync on or off, your gamma, field of view, and then all of your graphics settings down here. They do start on ultra. This does run incredibly smooth on my PC, but there's plenty of options here if you don't have that. Sound, you've got a decent amount here. You've got the interface, dialogue, music, effects in general. And then your controls as well. You can use a gamepad. I would not advise it on this game. It works much better with a keyboard and mouse. So they're the options, guys. Let's jump into the game. What of the game I can show you and see what you think of it. Alright, we're in the game. This is the safe area, if you will, and I'm calling that the safe area because there's no enemies or anything that's going to get me into trouble, and also because it is the safe area in the game. This is where you can upgrade your gear and decide to go back into battle, as well as just chilling out and changing customization of how you look and resting and stuff. Now, when I say that the censorship ruins it, for here example, if this was a real person, there would be a big censorship bubble around here, and then two big censorship bubbles around here, which takes up too much of the model in my opinion. And again, it ruins it because the graphics and the models are actually really, very good. In fact, the graphics on this game are overall very, very good. It sets the feel of the game and has you in a state of constant suspense. It very much sets the feel that you're in hell, and when something comes up behind you because, you know, demons are trying to kill you, it does genuinely make you feel a little bit anxious, a little bit on edge. So, as you can see, this is first person. I'm currently using two little dagger things. You use your left mouse to attack. You can combo it. You have a number of different powers, which you can then fire at the enemy as well. And you have your telekinetic ability, which is also a finisher. That is set to shift as default. I would probably advise you changing that to something that is a little bit easier to reach with your pinky, but that's just me. To change which powers you want, you've got your weapon wheel here, and you basically go through and decide what you want. When you slip on it, it will use your right mouse button, and it will come up, which is kind of cool. You have a quick dash, and there are some quick time climbing events as well. The idea is that you go through each of these, and as you go through, it will unlock new stages of hell, and you continue on the story. So far from what I gather, it is a tale of scorned people and people that want what you have. It's hell. That's not really that surprising. And they kind of set you back. So again, it starts where you're very powerful and you've got everything available to you, even though you technically kind of don't, because there's a rage bar that doesn't introduce until after you've already died. And then you set out on the world to go and get your revenge, basically. Everything looks amazing, it sounds great, and it just flows really well. This came out today, and for day one release, again with extra DLC and stuff, I'm actually very impressed. It is a big title though. It is 60 gigabytes, which is kind of huge. It's kind of massive. So bear that in mind. I'm assuming and hoping that means that there is a fair bit of gameplay to go through, but anything is possible. And that actually demonstrates what I mean by the censorship bubbles being pretty damn big and kind of ruining the whole feel of everything, because there are a number of times where you go into third person, especially when you're climbing, as well as the enemies you're running into and the cutscenes as well. I get why censorship's there, but either make it so that it doesn't ruin the overall feel of the game, or make it so that you can actually switch it off. I don't understand why it's in the options if I can't turn it off. Outside of that, it's a decent hack and slash with a good atmospheric feel and a fairly decent, if somewhat cliched, story. But there you have it, guys. Again, I'm sorry I haven't shown you too much more gameplay. I don't want to go into too much because, again, very story focused. And I don't know what's going to get me into trouble and what will get this video taken down and what won't. But there you have it. This is Succubus. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if this is your sort of game. It's very fitting for October. I'm very glad that it came out today. But yeah, let me know in those comments down below what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video as well, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.